Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah, looking once more at the discussion about these trumpets that were to be sounded. And yesterday I talked about the unique nature of the trumpets themselves being mikshah, one piece, and argued that they should be seen as a ritual item. I should have also made the point that the Torah insists that it's the Bnei Aaron Kohanim. Is the job of the Kohanim to be sounding these trumpets, not just some general or corporal or whatever. So that is in and of itself another reinforcement of the point that I was making. I really want to focus here, though, on the following. V'chi tavo milchama be'artzachem. When war comes to your land, al hatzar hatzoreretchem, for whatever pressing enemy force that's coming to press you and to cause you suffering. And you will sound these trumpets. You'll sound these trumpets. You think about, right, the Yazakah and all the red alerts that our brothers and sisters in Israel were experiencing over the course of 11 days. Every time those sounds, right? When the Tsar Hatzorer Etchem. And until now, we've been thinking about the role of the trumpets is to organize you, tell you to go, you need to go. If you need to go into your reinforced room or to a shelter, so that would be the equivalent of it, would it not? And yet the Torah goes on here to make a different point completely. And now we're being told that these trumpets are indeed a ritual item. Not just in the way that I described, in the holy nature of gathering and directing the people, but rather, as the verse continues, V'nizkartem lifnei Adonai Elohechem, v'noshatem me'oivechem, and you will be remembered before God your Lord, and you will be saved from your enemies. This is understood to be an act of tefillah, of prayer. And the sounding of the shofar is not just directed towards the people, but it's directed towards heaven. Indeed, as many of the Mefarshim will point out here, that this is perhaps the most significant biblical reference to the mitzvah of prayer anywhere in the Torah. We think of prayer as it happens in the Siddur, or from the Siddur, in our words, but here's a prayer that happens through the sounding of those chatzotrot, similar to a shofar, right? And we're fulfilling a biblical commandment that when the enemy comes, that we not just reach out to our allies, and not just reach out to one another, which we must do, but we reach out to God, the God above, and hope that God will protect us there. And any time we are in distress, and there's a tsar hatzarer otanu, there's whatever that thing that is coming against us, then there is a biblical obligation and the fulfillment of a mitzvah when we don't just sit in it and stew in it ourselves, but we turn to God for God's support and protection and aid. May God always hear our cries, and may we pray from the heart, from the trumpet, in every other way. Have a great day.